Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, my dudes. It's Wednesday. Oh, missed one. Just clearing out some stuff from my roof here. And this will probably stay up here. We have this for that. Which sent power down there, that's right. I forgot we have viewing distance now. So whenever we're gonna mess up some area around our base, we gotta go far enough away. Very important that. We did a little bit of this last time. I haven't been online since we removed this stuff. So it's not like not sure how much we're gonna get done. Only thing I know for sure is we're gonna get into autocrafting. And once we get into autocrafting, it would be nice to get, can I call it, proper amount of autocrafting, like not like some bullshit autocrafting, but proper autocrafting, as to say. So yeah, and we might just keep the windmills also somewhere on the roof there. We'll see. We'll see. Let's pop into here first, and we'll just dump these in there. Same with these, that, these, those, and that. We are floating. Pumpkins. Yeah, we got pumpkins. We're gonna need more than 1,000? No. Okay, we're gonna clear this out also, I guess, today. Just gonna have a quick look and see how our things are doing. I'm gonna put my phone on shut up mode. Alright. So just gonna pop through the buckets real quick and see that everything is running smoothly. It's running fast, at least. That's good. Good. And nothing in here filling up. These are keeping up. Yes, nothing stuck here. We still have 3 slots here. Okay, we are getting the saltpeter. You are doing your thing ever so slowly, and the same on this side. The first one was full, right? Right. Yes. The second guy, 5 slots. So this is nice. And that means that we did that thing also last time we did. Where's my sword? Rose. Oops. Meow. Cool. Store. Right, autocrafting. Let's start with this. Maybe both even, and that. And I'm very uncertain. Yes, we'll go huge. So we're gonna need, there is pattern providers. Advanced and ME extended. What is the difference? Mega pattern provider, okay, whatever the heck that is. Okay, so this one requires this. All right. And this one can use whatever, including the advanced. So that's a bit weird. But we're still gonna need this one as a base. So we'll add that, we'll add this. I think that'll be fine. And we have the molecular assemblers. It's going to be that, and then followed by this. And then extended molecular assembler. Yeah, that's the one. Cart assembler, assembler matrix frame. Assembler matrix pattern. Okay, what does these things do? Assembler matrix pattern, matrix craft, speed core. Okay, we'll figure this one out later. For now, this is what we need. And for the basics, we need the cores, formation and annihilation cores. We already have these. Let's just bring them down. Crafting tables. More crafting tables. And also quartz glass, which is all of this. Okay, so cert up to 12k, glorious. Maybe a good start for us would actually be to just we're gonna need more of these. A good start maybe would be to put up some stuff in the small space over here. So we're gonna leave this. We'll leave this by the door. And we'll grab, well, I don't know what we will grab. Let's make a little snaky snake here. We'll start with that. like that. And as rough as it's gonna get, I think we will reach it. Yes. Cool. And we're just gonna go straight to Insanium because that's how we roll. So do I not also have like a crap hoe up here somewhere? We do. So I want a stack of these. A stack of dirt. And I just do this in here. Boom. Sorted. Alright, so well then, let's see. Let's just get some of the things started. So we're gonna need this, we're gonna need that. Sticks we have. But we don't have it here. Because when we import to the chest, it goes into this. So we're gonna need some sticks here actually. Let's start at the bottom. Wait, let's get some more of these bad boys. We'll have that on the far wall here. We'll start with that. Put these in like so, and we will have birch. Let's just put sticks at the bottom, and in the bottom one for now we will add this and that. This will just get this, and this log will go here. Planks, no. Stack. 64, glorious. Funk. U. 64, glorious. That's not gonna be a 64. That's gonna be a 64 also. Glorious. Lovely. And then I need to come into here. I have 37 of these. How many diamonds do I have now? 1200. $32. 64. That'll be fine. We'll keep that. I can take these out. We have our axe. Yes, we do. We need to bring... Or do I? No smithing tables in there. They are here. So these and that and those. Boom. Cool. They can stay there, so we have a good supply of that. Really, really? All right, we'll start with that. Anyone else using kind of the wrong thing? It's a good start. $32K, we'll just leave with that for now. We'll leave with 32K also. This one should be the cool million. Okay, I'm just double checking here. 2 and 1, 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 2 and 1. Cool. Carrots, yes. I'm gonna need this. That, this, that, and that. So oak, spruce, dark, jungle, and acacia. Then we need to go downstairs, and we have the oak, we have the spruce, the dark, the jungle, acacia. Right. Cool. So then I can take another one of these. We will just stick that right there. That'll be fair. We will grab these. Cool. oak. And we need these two also somewhere downstairs. I guess we'll just stick those with the sticks. 8.2, yeah, that's more than we'll ever need of both of those guys. And spruce, dark, jungle, sha sha sha. Cool. The major logs. And we'll just we'll start with that. Cool. And we're not gonna bother to save these, we'll just trash them. Cool, 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 cool. Salies and flowering and salia is going to be the same. We're not going to need that insane amounts of them, but we keep them for decoration purposes and whatnot. And they also help provide oak into the system. We like oak. And flowering azalea. So we can just put that in there and that in there. And that'll be fine. And boom. We're gonna do better lights than all these torches. Trust. So we'll take all this out, we'll take that out, we'll take this out. And they should stack beautifully. As expected. These are also the same, except for you. This one's a bucket of water. Alright. Did we ever add any of this? We did not. So we can start with this. This is just random saplings, so that goes there. 8,000 avocados, that sounds nice. We'll start here. Okay, cool. First, though, we'll add this. This is going to give us 0.5 mil. It's more than we ever gonna need. That needs water. No. Oops. Sweet. So what this is going to do is going to put all the basics into our system so that we have all the logs. We have sticks. So when we start setting up our recipes, it's going to be basically smooth. Seeds. Melon? Oh, there's the melon. Okay, so I guess that's it. Let's just get rid of a couple. So melon seeds in this bad boy. General full melons and the seeds. And this is the same, seeds and the full pumpkin. Cool, so then I'm gonna need a little bit of each of that. That's 2 melon seeds, 2 of those. We're not gonna want a ton of that. That's for show. So for these, then we'll do that. 0.5 mil for starters. That is plenty. That can be made into melon juice, fruit cake, fruit smoothie. Is that milk? That is milk and that is ice. Melon traveler's backpack. Minor instant health. Okay, wasn't looking for that. Fruit salad. Needs a pumpkin slice. Aight. And any berries. We just trash can these for now. All right. Running smooth. This also goes in here to make both of these, right? Yes, they do. So wheat can be one of these. I guess this will just be seeds. Never gonna need more than 512 seeds ever. We don't need a golden carrot though. Alright, we got 3 boys and or girls in here. Welcome, welcome. We'll just stick this dude down here. Oh, we have 4,000. Oh, in that case, nobody got time for this. Right. Well, the game can't be that smart all the time. Cool. So we put in the wheat and the stuff. We have potatoes and carrots. I know for sure I've traded with these two guys, not this one though. Okay, we'll keep those like that. Okay, so poison ooze potato. I guess you'll go there. Potatoes and carrots. Slightly faster. And this is some of this stuff is not because we really need to have this, but somewhere down the line we're going to do some crazy potato stuff, and we're going to like, oh, I need 12,000 potatoes. And we'll have 12,000 potatoes. It'll also be easy food for our starting villagers. Uberous soil, quick soil, black sand, white sand, pytho soil, red sand, orange sand, tilled pytho soil 1.2, regular sand. Pytho soil, easy enough. And phyto grow, niter. We don't have appetite yet, but let's just add that. Cross. This dude. I said appetite, right? Appetite, yes. Looks like this, but it's bluish. Okay, so that's a Greg Tech thing, the appetite ore. It can be found in all the things, but we don't have it yet. Okay. So for now, we'll just do a sand. Just checking that none of these are getting stacked because we did something weird. Okay, so since we've come this far, it's then time for us to step up our game. So somewhere in here we have these guys. We want to put that up. I'd like to get the mahogany. I'd like to get the menril. I'm also gonna want these guys. These 5. What does this deliver in a whopping pot? Rubber log and rubber sapling. Yeah, I'm gonna want that also. Walnut, that's gonna give me walnuts. Okay, walnuts can wait. That's the fig. So that's a snow blossom and cherry blossom. Also like a sexy wood. Figs. Okay, so figs is not used for anything, so it can stay up there. Flowering oak, that's just for decoration. Aurum sapling gives what? Nuggets. The sapling, stick, and the log. We're gonna grab that. I'm gonna want all of these. We'll have to start upstairs. Oh, I needed 5! Oh, well, we'll start with the most important ones. It's this one. Well, important and important. It's gonna be these anyway. So for saplings, we're not gonna keep everything. Cool. Right. No. B. No. Pots? No. We have a bunch of flowering pots, yo. Noise. We have a bunch of this stuff also. Alright, we'll dump that in the system, that's for sure. Grape petals, we're not gonna need or want, but we'll just stick the dye in here. We'll stick those in there. And if I go for, so chest, we have a bunch, so let's put that there. Iron, we should have a good amount. Can I do this? No, it makes a stack and plus. Alright, whatever. And terracotta. So if I put this in, put those in, put that on top, put those in, and we do this. Boom. Stack. We just leave the rest. Leave the rest in the system. Let's get the aurum sapling planted also. And let's also grab our axe. Not sure how much I'm going to put in this room. We'll go around the edges, that's for sure. We are running out of this stuff. And this can also be used on Supremium Farm and stuff, yes. Good. I'm not gonna jump downstairs every time I need something, so just put one here. So, mineral berries. We're gonna want some. We'll start that out here. Do you not have one of these? You should have. We'll double it. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Cool. All right. We get the netherwood stick. Which we really don't want a lot of. Because it's just a rod. Oh well, you know what? Screw it. Put it there. This is for our 8K stuff. We'll call that cool and we'll leave it there. So this is netherwood, mineral, rubber, mahogany, and aurum. Those go upstairs. Maybe, yeah. Why not? Cool. Cool. Mint seeds. Special condition supply. All right. Cherry. Any fruit. So this counts as any fruit. Cherry sapling will give cherries. Feel like we should make like kind of like our own fruit garden things where we just keep the berries and the fruits, because there is like a plum tree, a bunch of plum stuff. trail mix. Is that chocolate? That is chocolate. Candied nuts. It's a fulfilling meal. 2 nuts and some sugar. Protein bar. That sounds glorious. Banana nut bread. Wheat flour. Croptopia. It's just 2 wheat. Super easy. Right. I'm looking forward to getting into the food stuff. I'm gonna like that. That can just go in our storage. We wanna get the... We don't need much demon fruit. We'll hold off on that. This can be junked because we have it planted. These are my books. Another banana, orange sapling. All right, we got some stuff to do. Right, we'll pop these 2 downstairs, and then we will like get to the bee's knees. The nether banana. We would like a large amount of nether bananas, please. Cool. Okay. For reals. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Are you still running the silicone press? You are. We have a bunch of silicone. And we're gonna need a bunch more. That can stay in there. So can this. Okay, so then we can grab this amount of silicone. We can pop that in there. We can come in here. We can snag one of these. Boom. That's 2,000 in each thing. Oh yeah, chest is full. Okay, cool. So we will come in here. We will have calculation, logic, engineering. We have some. We're just gonna set up some extra. Are we missing like... No, 50. Okay, we'll just leave these down here for now. They can wait a little bit. So we will say for the formation core... Okay, that was a lot. Shit. Yes, okay. Not so smart, Calisto. Not so smart. But that's okay. Core. We'll call that cool. Log. Sort by number, sort this way. And we're gonna do like, so if I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do this, put all that in. That's gonna give us 2 stacks of that, very nice. So for each of these, we just need 1, okay. So we're gonna need exactly 1 stack of these. Cool. And then we're gonna need the capacity cards. 2, 4. I'll start with that. I'm gonna need 2 stacks of that. And then I can have a stack of these. Nice! Woohoo! Lovely. Sorry. And then two stacks. Okay, cool. Woohoo! All right. So the question then is, where and how do we build our towers? I did like the thing we did in our previous world where we had them like pillars alongside our walkway in front of our castle. That would mean that we would either have to keep it up here on the sides, or we could actually or maybe we could just stick it along this edge, actually. We could maybe do that. Or one of them fools. We could keep it in here. No, it's not right. Maybe we should just do some stuff up here. That might be just as smart. Yes, maybe. So we're gonna need, let's count this out a squish. We have 64. That's 4 by 16. That's 8 towers. Fool. And they cannot touch. So if one were to stay... Well, I guess that thing can touch, but we wouldn't really want that, now would we? Yes. So that would be 3. How about in the middle? That's not gonna work, because then they're gonna touch. Unless we break them up. I've still managed to walk through it. We might as well. Then we will do smart. Not too many of these, but $39, that's what we get, okay. Cool, so we will have these in every hole. Do we have enough room in the space in the shailing? Of course we do. Perfect. So then we're gonna need to make these. Let's see, let's grab this. Gotta connect all of these. And we'll just leave. This will be fine. And we'll have like that. Cool, and then we'll close these up. Like that, and I will take this and that. We're again gonna need some anchors up here. And come to think of it, okay, we have some. Okay, cool. So castle storage room. Put it on both sides. Mob farm. Crafting matrix number 1. It's a catchy name. Let's right click that. There's a way in here. And I will right click that. Can I put this? No, we cannot. Cannot put these on the ground. Anyway. All right, all right. Number 1 and number 2. This does not go down. This one does. So U on this is gonna be like so. That's gonna give me 32. That's not gonna be enough, yo. Now we really... Like what order they are in the game, we really do not know. But if we can manage don't have that much diamonds though, but we already have 128,000 of these. So let's make ourselves a couple of thousand diamonds. Alright. Let's call that good. We're never gonna run out of silicon though, that's for sure.
That's for damn sure.
So we need... That can wait, that can wait, that can wait, this is done, this is done. We need more of these. So that's going to require also a stupendous amount of glass. Okay, so let's start. Let's get this. Okay, so for each of these, there's gonna require one of each core. Okay, so that's a stack. You need a second stack. Let's have a couple in the background. We'll call that like so. Then we have the quartz glass. Let's get this many. 309. That should be sufficient for us to make 2 stacks of this. Put that in. I should get 32 more of these. Back. And that should make it possible for me to fill in one side of every tower. We'll figure out lighting eventually. So then we need what's acceleration card. That's an advanced one. Step 1 would require this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. All is filled. Crapo. So pattern encoding terminales. Pattern encoding terminal. You go there. Cool. So a blank pattern is like that. Oh, that gives us 2. I think that has changed. It feels like it has changed. So we're gonna want that recipe. We're gonna want the quartz glass recipe. And extended pattern access terminal, yes. So then we can see all our crafters. So what we see here, these 4 lines, so this marks the see, this one is marked. So each one marks 1 box. Useless. So when we place our pattern, we fill in 1 box, kind of deal. So we're gonna want to start just at the top here and work our way downwards. When we come to the bottom, we'll start at the top of line 2. We're gonna try that at least. So there's a few things we want to get started right away. So we have now the patterns. And we have the glass stuff. And let's start with some of the applied stuff. So for instance, we would like to have, see if I can find it. This thing. Quartz fiber is again the wrong window. So we want this recipe, quartz fiber. And this is used with these bad boys to make these. We get these along with the dust, yes. So that's the thing. And we use this again to make this one. We don't care about, but we're going to use it for this. We're going to use the white wool. And let's see, let's remove that. Let's add that. Press U on this. We're going to want one of these for the smart, one of these for the dense, and then I want another one of these. This one for a smart. Cool. Okay, we don't have any crafting CPUs. Okay, so that's next. All right. Let's start with the 1K. That should be a 64K. That should also be a 64K. And that should be. So if I press U on this one, we should be able to find the 4K one. And where did it go? There it go. Press U on this bad boy. Should give us 16K. Press U on that bad boy. Should give us 64K times 3. Press U on that again. We should get ourselves a 256K ME storage component. Now this is gonna be our brains of the operation. Let's go back to here. Let's say 1K. We want this one. This is 4K. We'll stop here for now. And this one we're gonna spread out a squish. Probably I should also bring these two down. All right. And again, if I press U on this bad boy, we should be able to find this one. Oh, you need this one again. So we can like just combine these into that. And a coprocessor is just that. So let's make, well, 5, I guess. It'll be a good start. 5. So that's 6. For starters, we're just gonna put it right here. Cool. So I can then go in here and say that I want a 1K. He'll craft it. Let's hold it. Let's have a look at this stuff first, maybe. So we need a ME chest. Okay, so we're gonna need some of this. So let's just say we want 50. I can make us some. That one's an ME terminal. We're not going to use that for anything, so we're just going to put it in a thing. So that gives us this. Okay, let's just ultimate universal cable. Heck yeah. Printed silicon is not needed here. That's needed up in here. Okay, so all of these are done. So next level is this. We're gonna get to that later, that's down the line. And that is basically it. Over here, let's make this into a recipe. We'll make the annihilation core, this formation core, or the other way around. We'll make the basic card, make the advanced card. Let's get rid of some Greg. Was that the Greg chest? It was. What's this then? That's not Greg. And oh yeah, we have some Greg stuff downstairs also. So we have both the cards and for a crafting table, so we'll use jungle logs. I will have 4 jungle logs. We'll make a crafting thing. Eight jungle logs will make a chest. Okay, there's that. And we'll get regular logs, like oak. That'll make that. That's gonna make that. That's gonna make this. This is gonna make that. And let's do storage controller. Block of quartz, yes. Stone and oak drawer part 1, yes. Redstone comparator will be this recipe. That's also going to require a redstone torch recipe. And we're going to want the compacting drawer. Like that. That's going to give us the piston drawer. For that, we'll use regular logs. Because why not? I keep that. We're not going to use titanium. We're going to use the cheapest version available, thank you. Iron. And this with can I use these slime balls? Yes, then we'll do that. There is that. Add functional. And we're going to want this one. Same stuff, yes, good. And I want that one. The gold one. And the diamond one. The netherite one we'll hold off on for now. Because that's gonna be rough, yo. Cool. So we are making a ton of progress. Lovely. So far, all our things, it's not gonna be super quick in the crafting department because we only have, is the back still active? Yes. We only have one of these for each. So like our first order of business would be, well, we haven't made the mall ass. So we're gonna need a recipe for this. So then we have a recipe for glass, this, and that, so that's lovely. We're gonna need a recipe for this also. We're also gonna want this. It's a pattern provider. At applied importer. Okay, so let's do it the other way. With like bus imp. That should give us everything that's called an import bus. So we want the regular import bus. We are out of patterns. So bus imp, that's a regular import bus. That's an import export bus. We're not going to want that. Then we're going to want extended import bus. And then we have the exp. So ME export bus. ME extended export bus. And we're going to want the storage bus. That's going to require the ME interface. Really? Well, really, apparently. Then I should pick this because he'll recognize that we have a recipe for it. Cool. All the good stuff. Time 1:41. Oh. Okay, so let's give it a test. So first, acceleration cards. Applied energistics. Cube? No. Cell? Yes. You're gonna want this. And that. Let's do this for this. Turn that off again. Cool. So if we do assemblers, let me think. Let's just start with another stack. See if we can, if we have enough of that. We do not. So we basically need to just have this thing run as quick and fast as it can. So in that regards, let's do inscriber. So we're gonna want a recipe for the regular inscriber, and there is an extended inscriber, which is storage person that. We have all of this, good. We'll just leave that be. It's no rush for this. While we hang about and chill and wait and all that good stuff, let's do at mist. And there is a jar in here somewhere. This thing. I want a recipe for that. I will add this and that. So for the recipe for the soul glass will be this. Well, can I just leave that there? I can. Let's bring this down. Do I have soul dust in here? No, I have soulium dust. The recipe for this is that. Okay. B. No. We have furnaces. Question is, where do we want to keep our furnators? That's a decently sized question. Because it could be nice to kind of have them here. If I remove this, okay, we have one space behind this. Let me just take all this out. So if I come here and say flux, I will need prides removing from flux network. I need one of these. So if I were to put that there, connect that to my network, we got some of these cables. It's very nice. If I then were to put these like so, yes, I could put these like that. At iron furnaces there is this thing. Cool. And then is the thing. If we were to do that right here in here, I would kind of have to, let's see. So I would say I will need 2 of these. Bada bim bada boom. Super fast. That will be like that. These bad boys would be bottom, input, output, on, on. The question would then be, would I want to run a cable from this to that? Or do I want to make one more? And we see that's going to require us a wireless receiver. That should be fine. So by crafting this, I get 2. So I can't put this. You know what? We're gonna put that in the wall here. Can I get to the back of this? No, I cannot. That's okay. So this goes there. And we'll call this... What do we call this? Call it like basement, and add a parenthesis for furnaces. So these are using all their channels, as you can see. Okay, so more smart. We'll just go. We'll just go like that. We'll cover the rest up later. We're just gonna leave it open so we know that there's things there. At mist jar. Okay, solium dust can be grown. So is that what I have in here? That's solium dust, and the recipe for the seeds were the blue stuff. So we can sort that. Cooking, yes. We're gonna need a good amount, but we're not gonna need... Oh, screw it. We put it there. Boom. That goes there. That ends up here. These only have one use, so let's make first a spot for it. We do forget, remember, yes. Then we should be able to add this to this side. And if I just fall down here, it's just as fast. Stuff should end up here. We'll click this. Press the U on this one. Extend, apply. And that is sorted. Now the next thing we were looking at was, we can remove this. So soul and ingot, soul and this, and that's prosperity ingot, which is this and that. We have 2,500. It'll do us for now. But this glass needed solium dust, which is smooth soulstone smelted. And we'll do these by the 350s. And the recipe for this is soulstone. So this is the end result, this is the pre-thing, and regular soulstone is soul cobblestone, also by the 350s. So that's the things we need. Coming into here, we'll have 1, 2, 3. Soul soil, soul sand. No space for it. We'll give it a slot downstairs. We're not going to use this thing for anything else than whatever we're talking about right now. It can be in here. If ever I have 8,000 of this, I'll be in a good shape. The rest will be in the bag. So let's just put this to Fortunate Son. Let's have a little trip to the nether and grab some more of this stuff, just like stock up, as it's called. We might still build our village over here. Our mine colonies, actually. Maybe. I don't know. So all this is soul soil and soul sand. What we're looking for is this stuff. Bones. Here we are. Collecting some good stuff. Bloodstone from twigs. Nyeh. Cool. Some free calcite, we'll take it. Why not? We are here. We are growing this stuff, but what the heck? Since it's in our face, we'll take it. It's another one of those guys. It's not really what we're looking for, but hey. Really don't need these either, the solium ore things, since we are growing it. But when we have it in front of us, we'll take it. Alright, we'll call that good. Home to the base. Fine. So, Atmist, the jar, and we're also gonna need the soul extractor. So two of those. Okay, so one soul extractor, cool. And then we're gonna need soul jars. Let's start with 40. That's gonna kick up some smelting stuff. Split on. Split on. Already done. And these does not stack. Lovely. One. One more for good measure. So we'll just put that up here. So we'll have this. That's gonna output. We're gonna have this and that. This and that. And while I remember it, and while we are here, let's find at Flux Network. So we want a recipe for this. We have Enderman seeds. Blaze seeds. We do not have blaze seeds. We're gonna need that. Five of 10, so 20. That should be 80. Anyways. So we have this. We're gonna need a recipe for that. We're gonna want one for the plug. And one for the point. We'll start with those. And we'll bring those downwards. I'm gonna need to start with another point just because this one needs power. So we give it that. And then we'll take all the jars. Put those in there. Even more jars. And I will then put these in here. And that'll feed stuff. And I could probably just fuel it with like some stuff up here also, but what the hell? I think we can augment this, but never done that, so I really don't know. So when we come to here, then we'll do a recipe for Eye of Ender. We're gonna do this recipe. We don't have it yet, but that's the one we're gonna use. Like, how do we get blaze powder? Is there a different, better way than just converting? Well, we could use a Greg Tech to get the triple. Is that even worth it? Not really. We can combine stuff. Crush Glyph gives 50% for 4. Crushing, 25% extra. Sag Mill gives 4. Okay. Crusher 4 and some sulfur. But I cannot stuff this. Into a mechanism thing. Sag Mill. Crusher. That's a squeezer. Blacksmith fell out of mine colony stuff. Enchanter. Can be pulverized for 3 and 1. Or a chance for 1 at least. It's not gonna, we're not even gonna bother. We just do that. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's find mystical agriculture. So pig seeds, chicken seeds, beep beep I'm a sheep seeds, meow meow I'm a cow. We're having some fun here. Squid seeds, fish seeds, that's the turtle, we got that, and slime seeds. Next is creeper. Rabbit, that's gonna be a rough one. I always dislike getting the rabbit seeds. And we have the spider seeds. Blaze we are working on. Enderman we have. Experience seeds. And Ghast. Lovely. Wither skeleton seeds. Sure. Anything else seeds? Dragon egg seeds and nether star seeds. Okay. Let's start with the pig seeds. Raw pork chop is half of 8, so 1632. We need a stack of pork chop. We got that. Stack of pork chop. Chicken. Egg is 0.25. Feather is 0.25. Raw chicken is 0.5. So that's also a stack. We got that. Sheepo. 0.2, 0.5. So that's a stack of mutton. Do I have a stack of mutton? I do. Yes, what are the odds for the cow seeds to be a stack of cow stuff? Yes, we have that also. How about squiddos though? That's 12. That's 48. 48 squid things. Ink sacs. No ink sacs? We have glow ink though. We'll save those. Yeah, 10. Okay, so we need to go get some more squid boys. It's lucky for us that we have our very own river. One shot? Yes, of course. I think I said 48. So, squid essence can be made for several things. Ink sac, this thing, and that. So we'll just save it, I think, squid essence. So the little squid thing we have, well, we'll keep it in our drop chest thing here. Tentacle, calamari. Woohoo! Fish seeds. 0.5, 1, 0.5, 0.5 of 6. So also 48. And a fish down here. Or is there no fish in the river? There are squid in the river though. Wasn't expecting that. Let's go across this way. This looks oceany. Need to collect oil also eventually. Cod data model. Cod prediction. All right. So back to the base. We want that as a recipe. want that as a recipe. We'll do that by the 200s. We'll craft one. Do I still have... Oh, we had a bunch of those. Alright, alright. Let me take these out of here. And we will store these in here. Start with the one. There it is. The deep learner was in here. We'll take these out. Let's put those in here. Just for funsies, let's find a cod. That's a chicken. Is you a cod? Faulty, 2 more. You not cod. You are shrimps. Wait. Tuna. Does that have a prediction? No, it does not. So how do we get tuna? From Croptopia. Raw tuna. So that's a mob whacker. Might be a thing for there is like a thing we did some way somehow back in some time. Not what we're looking for. You are not cod. You're the cod people. Egg. So how rough is it gonna be to find 2 cod? More eggs, more squids, dolphins, more egg. Any cod around here then? No. God damn it. More birds having a bath. No, that's shrimp, right? You are shrimp. Again. Whack the shrimp. Then you can combine the shrimps to make better shrimp. Same with this here tobacco stuff. Not sure why, but it's a sushi thing. Combining them though is a pain in the buttocks. You cod? No, more tuna. Alright, we'll take some tuna. In search for the cod, we will have some tuna. Did I spot the cod? Now I spotted dolphins. God damn it. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's a bad boy. Well, we can take him, but not tonight, honey. God damn it! Yeah. Cod. Well, we have tuna for days, boys. Cod? No. This is shrimp. Shrimp, cods, and eggs. Not sure why I bother. Well, at least tuna stack. Shrimp doesn't, so screw the shrimp. Delicious, delicious cod. So we'll take this out. Store that for later along with this. Sure. I said 48 cod. I need one cod. Shrimps. Slaying tuna in anger. Chicken. More tuna. Rounds. Shrimp. Okay, we'll just zigzag to the north. Birdies. For some reason I cannot drown. None of that does anything. Really shouldn't be any of these either, but something gives me like a turtle helmet effect, so something is buggy. Take some eggs though. This should be a prime location for some cod. Butterfly. Chicken and eggs. I'll take some eggs. Shrimp. Seashells. Any loot, boys? Take that, I'll take that. Sure. Alright, boys, thank you. Is you cod? No, you is tuna. You are a coward, tuna. Eggs for me, yes. Chicken. Cod? Never thought I'd be so happy to see some fish. Time to grow some kelp. Cool. We are making huge progress now. We are like booming. Chicken, also green. And we have 4 sheep, also green. So, like that. That's gonna cook. We'll take a quick break and I'll be RBs. Righty Rooney. That's not gonna do anything because that needs some different kind of seeds, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Base, yes. Prosperity seed shard. So we'll make, let's just make 2 stacks. This was made with solium dust. Which is these bad boys. So let's say we start with $24. Hello, Spicy the boy. The Greg, well, we have started the Greg, kinda. At least I have rubber logs and saplings and fluorite. Oh, cobalt is also Greg. And Damascus. We are 6 stuff of the Greg. We have 6 things Greg. We are awesome. Okay, so this messed up. Because reasons. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Bigger than unlimited? I just planted them like 15, 20, 30 minutes ago. I just put them down. So when we get to the proper Greg, we're gonna have a million of that of this stuff. Promise. Beep beep, I'm the sheep. We have a castle though, or as I like to call it, a starter house. Don't die. Don't choke. But yeah. Oh, uranium is full? Hold up. Oh, well, you got a point. Boom. 151 million. Do I need like unlimited of the things? Maybe I do. Well, we'll get around to it, I think. Hold up. $25.06. That's not 48, that's 96. Yeah, idiot. That would be the same for the cod then also, wouldn't it? Well, we have the cow, so we need more squid. We need 48 more squid. Where is my squid? Really, really? What are you doing? Here, squiddy, 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 squiddy. Hello? Is that a leash? That is a leash.
In the middle of the ocean.
That's a mad dude. Okay. Squiddy? Squiddy, let's squirt. The hell? Embarrassing. Well, at least nobody called me out on my terrible math skills. So I got that going for me at least. Well, I'll take some free eggs though. Ninja! My egg. So more tuna. Yes. Not sure why, but in this pack, if you need chickens, just find a large source of water and you'll have all the chickens you're ever gonna need. It's kind of crazy. You're trying to be tough? Get wrecked. Shrimps. Okay, so then I have... Okay, so we have 4 fish. Cool. Yeah, 0.25, not 0.5.
You have such big brains. Sometimes.
It's not the worst comparison I heard, but not really. But apparently, well, this is Minecraft, you know. They can be whatever you want. For the fish, also on the green. That's not this one, that's this one. This is the green one. Burp, 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 burp. And we had the cow. Also on the green. Fish is done. Slime is what a many. 5 for 12, which is 24. That'll be 96, I think. Is that not how you math? I think that's how you math. More jars. Jars, please. Aha, aha, aha.
I'm so funny.
What we also should start looking at is graphite. So we can maybe get some extreme reactors going so we can start making the things. Let's have a food and seeds, that's done. Most of this is also done. We have an extra dank. Block of quartz. Just save that there. The rest of this is... well, it is random junk. So I guess we'll just put this away. What's this then? That's got a thing. This produces what? Cherry logs. So these two are the same. That goes there. That's those. Blazing and cascading. So we need to do these 5. These can go in the thing. This can go in the thing. This also. suppose. That's a mahogany log that has its place. That belongs there. This has a place. So that should be stored, should be fine, should be fine, should be fine, should be fine. These will just trash. The rest will just wait a little bit with. Yeah, we have all the sugar we need, of course. Cool. These two will wait. At pipes. So I was thinking that goes down there. Still have a ton of space over here. This ain't used for much, so we'll just stick it there. Cool. Well, we're done sleeping in the hallway for now, I suppose. So now we can sleep in the foyer, or whatever it would be called. Cow seeds. Right. Well, we should have the squids. Also the greens. All right. 2 view, 2 peeps, 2 likes. Appreciate it. Ooh, ah. Okay, this one needs to go in the trash. And I need to get myself a new one. Perfect. Burp. Squid me. Cool. Okay, let's grab some, make some other stuff. Sophisticated storage. I need that recipe. I need this recipe. I think so. They are free roaming cow essences. Something like that. So we have these two bad boys. And let's see. Stacking level 1. Level 2 for the backpacks. Diamonds. And this would be the chunky boy. And we'll have the same for the barrels. Gold. Yes. That sounds about right. We have all kinds of free-range animals. Free-range cow essence, pig essence, sheep essence. It's only the best. Only the best. So that's the question. Are we going to want to make a recipe for these? We probably ain't. Aren't. Because that's basically a waste of space. $200 melons. Okay, we want a precision sawmill eventually for that thing. But for right now, this is good enough. What's the point of this? Feeds the player from storage's inventory. But why? Do not consider health. We're not gonna eat those. Let's just start. Don't need this in my inventory. I'm gonna save this. Start with this pork chop. Scrambled eggs, cooked calamari, cooked tentacle, delicious stuff all. Golden carrot. Cool. So in here we'll put this stuff. Pie. Pie goes on the floor. That's where we usually store our pies. That's on the floor. Wrong way. Yeah. Anyways. But. And we also have this bad boy. And we have egg. Should we store egg in a place? No, let's just screw eggs in there. We have some more eggs over here. Let's just grab all of those. Put those in there. Okay, just take that out. Oh, that was a slow lag. So the wireless crafting terminal. Wireless pattern encoding terminal. So this might be where we want to make some stuff, maybe. Okay, let's just start easy. Terminals. Let's start with the basics. An ME terminal is made like this. That requires an illuminated panel. And then we have the crafting terminal, which requires this stuff. Then we have a pattern encoding terminal. Cool. So for an encoding pattern terminal, let me just press A on this. So let me make 3 of these, just like that. I will make 3 of those. I'll make 1 of these, and then I can just do this, right? Yes. Then I have this and that, and I can combine these into a wireless universal terminal that has a pattern encoding and crafting. And then I need the... what's this called again? Pattern access terminal. So we want this one. Extended pattern. Didn't I just do? I guess I didn't. ME pattern access terminal. then I can combine these two again. And then I can go in here and I can say next terminal, which is the pattern thing. And we have this guy to put patterns in. And we come back to the crafting terminal. Lovely. Alright, alright, alright. Slime. Also green. Question is, do I need that? Slime essence. Yeah, we need it. Well, not as much as need, but nice. Well, we do need it, because for the magma cube thingies. And it's time to expand on this one also. Oopsie. Half a mil. Half a mil. It's gonna be plenty. Although there is you know what? F it. Oh, this is bad. Ish. I was thinking to keep just this all wool, but well. Again, experience. Okay. All right. Okay, we have come to a point here. Let's see. So, okay, let's just run through. So, creeper essence is. We're going to use gunpowder 0.5 to 10. So that's 20 for 1. That means 80. So that should be the creeper. Rabbit is gonna be rough though. Rabbit's foot, raw rabbit is 5 of 6, 12. So that's 48. Do I have any raw rabbit? No. We might have a couple rabbit hides. We have 2. So how about the spider? String. Okay, spider eye is 1 out of 10. So that's also 80. Experience capsule. "32 Ghost Boys" thingies. Do I have that in here? No. Nothing there either. We have 16. I feel like I should have more. 29. But that's it. So we need 32. "32 Auguste Teares." It's done. One shot. One opportunity. To take it or let it slip. Oh, you want a piece of this? To the base, to the base. Yes. So Ghost Essence isn't used for anything, so we might want to put Ghost Essence up there for now. Okay, so a hoggling sirloin has not been eaten. Cook me one, thank you. Rest can go in there. So that should be the ghosts and the wither skeletones. So skulls is 3 out of 8. So that's 32. That should be 11. 10 to get us to 30. Yeah, it might be something wibbity there. It'll be like this, because some of that's going to get lost when the jar pops out. So, one thing this weekend, let's see, today is Wednesday. Monday I'm leaving for Oslo. This is the capital of the Norwegian. For some work things on Tuesday. I might do some streams from the hotel room. Maybe I'll bring the laptop and some stuff, so we'll see what I can manage. Other than that, I'm not so sure about what's what. It is potentialis. But anyways, in the time leading up to this weekend, or sometime during the weekend, I'm gonna get the box sorted. Gonna switch out some fans. I might install a Wi-Fi card in it, just to be able, for the time being, to put it wherever. Just so I can get this, our world, you know, all you see, up and running as a server. That way we'll generate resources when we're not online, which is gonna be awesome. Let's see, I already started filling up this thing. Yes. We might just do a night raid and just go kill some stuff. Anyways, so that's these. Dragon egg seeds. That requires 4 dragon scales. We have 0. No, we don't. Hold up. Wait a minute. We have 0. Okay, so we need to kill the dragon more. Boring. Because that only... Oh, can we get it from the fabricator? Okay, loot fabricator ender dragon gives us dragon's breath, dragon egg, the tooth and the leg and the heart, and the dragon scale. So what are we waiting for? Yoinks. Put that away. Put that away. Grab this. Okay, while we are in the... Let's make this a thing. Let's grab this. Let's just put these up here. We don't have to see them. We'll grab... So we'll have 4 of these. So let us just think. Let's do, well, just hostile. So we're gonna want the piglish. Let's just add them. We know that for sure. I feel like I want the Wilden. Wilden prediction gives us that stuff. The horn can be used for some stuff. Bat, chicken, no. Cod, already have. Cow, no, we don't need. The dragon we want. I think it's the evoker. Evoker predictions, yeah. Or if you get an invoker and put him in the thing, we get all of these. So we don't want the model for the evoker, we want to find him and we want to swab him. Ghost we have, Squid don't care, Guardian not really care. Let's see the Elder Guardian prediction. All the fish plus the Prismarine. Slab of Elder Guardian would be nice. A wet sponge. Elder Guardian. That's the only thing. Okay, so I guess we kind of want to... We want an Elder Guardian then. What do we get from this thing? Raw pork chop, we get leather. Hoglin hide. Get the loin and the ham. I want the Hoglin. We can go and grab these real quick. We want the Phantom eventually. So what we can go and grab now is probably Phantom, Hoglin, and what else was I thinking? I was thinking something. What do we get from the leash? We want the Snow Queen, actually. Because we might want her head. And of course, the dragon. I'll put these in the end. What else is easy to grab right about now? Shulkers. Yes. Okay, so let's just start. Can I do back? I was in the nether, right? I was. So let me tag you up. Three more pork chops. There's one. Okay, they hit kind of hard, yo. Oh, it's probably these guys that were hitting me. Slay or be slayed out here, boys. And we slay. Ouch. One remaining for a faulty model. The rest will just be done in the simulation chambers. Here, Porky Porky. Oink. God damn it. Just slaying these as I find them, because why not? Any porks? Picked up something. No porkies? God damn it. Wow, spooky. Spooky ambient sound stuffs. These forest things usually have some. Oop, let's not cancel our flight. I tap tap. Oh, these dudes. Those are hoglins, right? No. So these hoglins? Piglin. Do they have a data model? Zombified piglin do. Piglish do. But not these dudes. Leather and gold, don't need. Oh, I heard a baby pork. Where's the mama pork, yo? Hey, mama porky. God damn it. No mama porkies? That's highly unfair. There we have one. Jump around, jump up and get down. Basic model done. Okay, so that's done. Hold up, wait a minute. We didn't do that yet, did we? No, it's here. Ghast. A blue. Creeper is orango. So creeper essence, all the records, then gunpowder. Okay, so I guess we'll just keep the essence. While the ghast seeds needs to go downstairs to be converted into ghast tears and then sent to our storage. Anything else here not planted this way? So creeper essence shall go out this side. Ghast essence first has to be set up down here in this. Crap. There, I think we got it. I think we got it. No. What am I missing? Fluorite is not supposed to be here. Okay, now I'm having trouble. Okay, so just do remember. Didn't remember a thing. So we're gonna have netherite, uranium, fluorite, saltpeter, solium, Netherite, uranium, and okay, so netherite, uranium, anderium, fluorite, saltpeter, then we have the solium, then we have the ghast. Remember all of this, please. Then we are only missing one. Let's put that there. Then we reconnect. All right.
Home to the base, to the base, to the base.
Good. 26 ghast tears already. That's 5 for the dragon. Wait a minute. Do I have a bow? I have a bow. Cool. And we have a gazillion arrows. Let's just grab some. I'm a great shot. Ah!
Ouch.
Holy shit! We got properly yeet. And we gotta tag this fool also. Let's not forget. Like this. Cool. Oop. Does this have anything? Nah, not much. It's doing decent damage though. For reals. How many eggs can I get? One more egg, yes. For some reason there was 2. I'll take 2 eggs. Okay, 1 remaining for a faulty model, alright. Cool. In that case, we'll do just 1 more just to get the model. And I want to grind some extra. I can just do that off cam, so we'll just store this. I can't shoot this just yet, can I? No. So let's get the ones that have cages. Really? Ah! Free cowbell. Where is he? He's stealthy. Woo! tagging me the butt. Still loud as heck though. I really get 2 eggs per? So 8 eggs. So then we have that. So we have a faulty metal. Let's go. Doesn't really matter. Let's go south. Never been south, have I? No. Some mad fugs. So let's find ourselves a shulker or a few shulkers and get ourselves a prediction for that also. Why do we have a slime island in the nether? Still gonna get it, ain't I? No. Alright. It's a test. What the hell is that? That's a waypoint tower thing, isn't it? Bit low, yeah? Well, yeah. We'll check it. Yeah, alright, we already had some. Cool. Everything we don't have to craft is nice. There's one of these bad boys. Not really in the mood for those guys. We are already moving that fast. So straight to the east it should be then. It's a pretty small dot though, so I'm not quite sure about this. So we are on the right, like north to the south axis. Right. So that should be it. Since our little white dot here is growing bigger and bigger. Yep. Okay, cool. Drop it. Don't need it anymore. So we'll start at the bottom. Should be a door with 2 Shulkerinos. Missing 4. This should be pretty smooth sailing. Take a diamond knife. On breaking 3, we don't care. We'll take this one. I thought I already picked that up, but apparently no. Stasis. No city though with a new Elytra for us. That's bad, yo. Let's basically continue east from here though. We don't care so much about the loot in the cities anymore. Next step would eventually be Phantom, but that's at back home. And we are running out of time. We got about 5 minutes or so until I kind of move on. Let's see what's what. If we don't find the city, I'm gonna pop down a waystone and we're gonna like have that for like our end busting starting point. Something straight to the north. That's the benefit with having 32 chunk radius thing. You see things from far, far away. That's a boat. Yes. We'll put down a end busting start point in the boat. We don't care about the rest really. We'll take the gold, we'll take that, we'll take the Wild Wings, we'll take the War Sprawl, we'll take this. Sure. Dark Steel always. Stasis, no. Elytra, yes. Ender Slime Seeds. Okay, we'll take it. Not you though. Cool. So right, all we then have to do is basically wait for the phantoms. Give them a little tap. Apparently it's becoming daytime, so that's not gonna happen today. But yeah, that's what we got for today. I'm hoping to get something done during the weekend, but no promises. And I'm hoping I'll be back on next Monday, but again, no promises. We'll see how it goes. Driving to Oslo is like 4.5 hours, so it's a bit tiring. In the meantime, if and when I have time, I'll try and do some more of the seeds. I will look into some of this stuff. Maybe not the Piglish. Some people might want to join that excavation adventure. Something. Ugh, my nose is right now. Anyways, yeah. We got some stuff done. We are cranking out all the resources. We have the basics for the things. So like we could do like mole ass. Can I have 64? No, we still yeah, okay, so that's my job then. Get all these sorted. So that's my job. Got it. Don't worry, I'll be on my post fixing this stuff. So yeah, next one we're gonna increase our assemblers. These here bad boy towers. And speed them all up, and it's all gonna be glorious. And then we're gonna probably get starting on all like the big things. Getting the nitro from power and getting a top level there would be nice. Set up the wither slaying hostile neural networks. That's stuff we can do next time. But for now, have a good evening, and I'll see you in the next one. So, you know, subscribe and press the bell to get notified and all that good stuff. Later.